Welcome to Warhammer Warscroll Review. In this video, we're taking a look at the Beastclaw Raiders Warscroll, the Mournfang Pack.
Warscroll Review.
Mournfangs are the staple to the Beastclaw Raiders faction. As you can likely surmise from the model, they are fairly quick offensive units. They have a 9-inch movement which keeps up with or surpasses many other units in Beastclaw Raiders' force. The models have 6 wounds each, a 4-up save, and bravery 6. Fairly durable, but that bravery could be extremely unforgiving. Losing just one model to a failed battle shock test could wipe the unit. The models have 2 melee weapon options, a Gargant Hacker or a Prey Hacker and Iron Fist. The Gargant Hacker offers 2 attacks at damage 3, rend 1. The Gargant Hacker also boasts a 2-inch reach. The Prey Hacker, on the other hand, offers 3 attacks at damage 2, no rend. Both weapons hit on 4s and wound on 3s. These weapons aren't bad, but hitting on 4s without any modifiers will make quite a few rolls go to waste. Ogres that choose the Prey Hacker also wield an Iron Fist. This item deals mortal wounds to the enemy when the Ogre rolls a 6 to save. At first I read it thinking, oh great, it's affected by Mystic Shield, but then realized, oh great, it's affected by Rend. This makes this ability basically unusable in Rend 1 enemies. That really stinks, because otherwise it would be a really powerful rule. Not to say it isn't good, but it just means the Mournfangs really have to be targeting weak hordes to use it. I suppose this is fine since the Stonehorns want to stay far away from those same weak hordes. Just note that on a Mournfang pack with Mystic Shield, facing enemies with no rend, this rule would be dealing mortal wounds on 5s, which is pretty potent. Without some plan to give them +1 to save or a good chance they will be able to avoid all models with rend, I'd usually recommend the Gargant Hackers. The Skalg is the champion model and wields an Ogre pistol in addition to their other weapons. The pistol is, unsurprisingly, a ranged weapon that has a 12-inch range with rend 1 and damage D3. Don't rely on the single shot to do damage, but when it does, it'll be a nice addition. If you have the option, just send it at a lightly armored support character or wizard. The unit's musician blows a horn and allows the models to roll 3 dice and choose 2 when charging, and the standard allows you to reroll 6s on battle shock tests, making it quite difficult to have an Ogre fleet in a 2-model unit. The standard also allows the Beastclaw player to roll a die when an enemy unit loses a model to retreat. On a 6, another model retreats. This ability is unreliable, but a nice bonus. The Warscroll has one final special rule called Mournfang Charge. Each time a Mournfang model completes a charge move, select an enemy unit within an inch and roll a die. The ability deals a mortal wound on a 4-up. Mournfang packs come in sets of 2, are battle line for Beastclaw Raiders, and cost just over 150 points, making them relatively cheap for Monsters Cavalry, but their stats reflect that. The unit maxes out at 12 models, which sounds awesome, until you realize it's almost 1,000 points. Usually, Beastclaw players will take these units in packs of 2, 4, and sometimes even 6. 4 tends to be the sweet spot between investment and output, but 2 will get by as a support charger. The Mournfangs basically pick up the scraps that Stonehorns and Thundertusk leave behind. They are one of the best things outside of allies Beastclaw has to deal with mass infantry. Try to always ensure the charge to make use of their Mournfang charge rule. Use small units as objective grabbers, and units lined up long way in front of, say, a Thundertusk could keep the big beasties screened from incoming charges. Obviously you don't want to be including Mournfangs to screen your big monsters, but in a pinch they may do. In a Beastclaw Raiders force is where Mournfang packs will shine the most. Their passive battle trait further enhances their model's charging ability by allowing them to reroll wound rolls of 1 when they complete a charge. The other portion of the battle trait, Everwinter's Blessing, has a table with 4 results. One being reroll 1s to save, and another allowing the Beastclaw units to move 3 inches, either of which work very well with the Mournfang pack. The Destruction Grand Alliance battle trait, Rampaging Destroyers, could also prove potent on Mournfangs, possibly giving them an extra 6-inch move. As far as units go, the Huskguard on Stonehorn offers a small enhancement to the Mournfangs. Their ability allows a Mournfang unit within 10 inches to immediately pile in an attack after the Stonehorn does so. This won't give them another activation, but activating out of sequence can really throw off an opponent's plans. The Huskguard atop the Thundertusk offers a bit more to the cavalry. The Huskguard can either heal the model's D3 wounds or bestow them a reroll 1s to wound augment. both are pretty good, though the rerolls to wound is somewhat redundant with the Beastclaw Raiders battle trait. The Frost Lord on either mount offers a much needed unique command ability to the Beastclaw Raiders faction. This ability allows the Mournfang to reroll charge rolls, making their Hornblower's ability extremely useful. The two of these abilities together will make the Mournfang's threat range pretty far, and having the uncertainty may keep the opponents playing defensively. One model that affects the Mournfangs, but does not belong to the Beastclaw Raiders faction, is the Gore Butcher. The Butcher's randomly generated ability could heal back D3 wounds to the Mournfangs, or give them reroll 1s to hit. Rerolling 1s to hit is pretty rare for this faction, so this ability could prove important. Another model that enhances the Mournfangs quite a bit is Gore Jack. His command ability would give both the rider and mount an extra 2 attacks. Brutal. Put the unit in a battalion and the whole thing would gain the additional attacks. There are quite a few Beastclaw Raider battalions that include Mournfang cavalry. The Joralbad and the Uralbad both include 2 to 4 units of Mournfangs, 1 to 3 Stonehorn Beast Riders, and 1 Huskard on Stonehorn. These battalions both have Warscroll reviews on the channel, so check them out for more details. But basically, the Joralbad allows the Mournfangs to run and charge, and the Uralbad lets them deal mortal wounds on 6s to wound. Either could be a good place to start an army focusing around Mournfangs, but the Joralbad probably offers a bit more, making this cavalry unit extremely fast. Another battalion to enhance the Mournfang's abilities is the Bragos Beasthammer. The Warscroll battalion includes 2 units of Mournfangs, 2 units of Gorgruntas, and a Frost Sword on Stonehorn. Once per game, this battalion can have all the units that charge that turn pile in and attack a second time. This can be extremely brutal if timed correctly. Not only that, but Beastclaw Raiders units within 6 inches of the Gorgruntas add 1 to hit rolls, giving the Mournfangs a much needed accuracy boost. Mournfang packs really don't have to be included in battalions or other combos to be usable. They are a solid battle line unit and will mostly act as a gap filler to the big monsters in the Beastclaw Raiders army. Mournfang packs receive a 3 out of 5. They can be used on their own somewhat effectively, but there really aren't any combos that will make the Mournfangs anything but mediocre. What do you think of Mournfang packs? What Warscrolls would you like to see reviewed next? Leave your answers, thoughts, and questions in the comments below, and thanks for watching.